And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Now another throw over to first. So Mitchell's back in time. Now the 1-2 swung on and hit up the middle. Behind second base bag, picked up by the shortstop Rosenthal, who will flip to the second baseman to get the force there. Throw to first is not going to be in time, so it goes as a 6-4 fielder's choice.
First baseman, number 28, Alex D.
As the vigil is put out on the bases, Chris now stands at first, and it brings up Alex D., the first baseman. Bats from the right side, and Andrew Knight's first pitch is a ball upstairs. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0 hit into the air, right field, playable, and making the call on the catch is Carter for the second out. And that's going to bring up Harry Stelt now with 2 outs and a runner at first.
Chemical cleanup batter, the third baseman, number 19, Harry Stelt.
First pitch low, blocked by the catcher Chesil. It's a ball and no strikes. Runner stays put at first. One 0 missed upstairs and off the outside. It's 2-0. Runner going, and the 2-1 is fouled off the. Sounds like it might have been off the catcher's mask. So count goes to 2-2, as Chris will have to go back to second base. Now a long look, and now the left-hander's 2-2 pitch is hit up to middle to the second baseman. He'll flip to the shortstop Rosenthal covering to get the force there, and that ends the inning. A's get a leadoff base runner on an infield single, but the next 3 batters are retired, and we are through 1/2 inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the first, and it's the A's, nothing, and the Kewaskum A's coming up.
Games coming up on Sunday.
At some point, a line has to be drawn. For us, that line is only delivering within 5 minutes of our stores, so your sandwich arrives freaky fresh. It's nothing personal. It's because sandwich.
couple steps, he'll settle underneath, and it's the first out. One pitch, one out.
Catcher, number 20.
And it's going to bring up Logan Vietmeyer. Vietmeyer takes a first pitch low. It's 1-0. So 1-0 missed inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Now that one comes inside, almost hits him. So he had to kind of spin out of the way. It moves to 3-0. There's a called strike. It's 3-1. As that one missed low, so it's a walk to the second hitter of the inning on 5 pitches, puts a runner at first with 1 out.
Left fielder, number 9, Ryan Fields.
And now it's Ryan Fields. And the first pitch grounded right back to the pitcher 9. Throw to Rosenthal covering second for 1. And the throw to first is going to be in time. And that's going to be a 1-6-3 double play. And the second inning for the Sheboygan A's is over. As we're going to head to the bottom of the second. And we're still scoreless between Sheboygan and Kewaskum. Swinging a foul back. It's 1-2. It's Rosenthal, Nye, and then Paknov due up in the inning. So now that one missed for a ball as the count evens up at 2-2. From the windup, and the 2-2 is swung on and popped foul straight back, and we'll do it again. Still 2-2. The 2-2 offering is swung on and hit to the left side, kind of up the middle. It'll be picked up by the shortstop Fallish, who will fire across in time for the 6-3 putout, and it's the first out. One up, one down.
Pitcher, number 21, Andrew Nye.
And it'll be Andrew Nye, the first baseman. First pitch missed downstairs to the left-handed batting, Andrew Nye. 1-0. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Two 0. Missed well outside, 3-0. Missed downstairs. It's a 4-pitch walk. First base runner allowed by Kyle Moyer.
First baseman, number 29, Mike Prochnow.
And now it'll be Mike Prochnow, the first baseman. So now that one will miss low. It's 1-0. As Moyer has now missed with 5 straight out of the zone. Now a pitch that missed upstairs. Now a fire down to first from the catcher, Wittmeyer. Pickoff attempt is not in time. So it's 2-0. Now there's a strike after 6 straight missed out of the zone. It's now 2-1. The runner at first, 1 out in the inning. No score. Now that one's lined down the left field line. That's going to be in for a base hit. Left fielder Fields able to cut it off. That keeps the runners at first and second, but the Kewaskum A's are in business with 2 runners on and just 1 out.
Left fielder, number 26, Blake Hall.
So now it's Blake Hall, the left-handed batting left fielder, who swings and misses at that one. It's a 0-1 count. No score here. As that one will miss downstairs. Blocked by Wittmeyer, the catcher. Keeps the runners at first and second. Now the 1-1 missed outside. 2 balls and a strike. Two balls and a strike the count. Runners at first and second. And the 2-1 is fouled back. 2-2. Moyer got through the first inning with just 6 pitches. Now it's 17 here in the second. Still just 1 out as that 2-2 misses outside. It's gone full on Blake Hall. Three-two. The payoff pitch is swung on, lifted into shallow left center, and that's going to fall in. That's going to be a base hit. Fields will have to play it on a hop. It was hit in very short left field. So the runners only move up 90 feet. No one scores. So now bases loaded. Still just one out.
The right fielder, number 3, Jake Carter.
Kind of some bad luck for Moyer and the A's. Didn't hit it all that well, but put it in a good spot. First pitch missed low. It's 1-0 on Tate Carter, the right fielder. Ball and no strikes, one out in the inning. Bases loaded, still scoreless. Moyer trying to limit the damage here. Gets a called strike, it's 1-1. Looking for a double play ground ball, would get him out of the inning. And the 1-1 skipped in the dirt. Wittmeyer just got a glove on it. Getting just enough of that ball to keep it from scooting to the backstop. Keeps that runner from scoring at third. So it's 2-1. And now that one missed downstairs. Below the knees, and 3-1 is the count. Moyer in danger of walking in a run here. 3-1 offering. And that's ball 4, and he's going to end up walking in a run. It's going to give Kewaskum an early 1-0 lead here in the second.
Second baseman, number 10, Riley Simon.
So now Riley Simon, bases still loaded. For Riley Simon, as now that one is in the opposite batter's box, and that's going to scoot to the backstop. All 3 runners are going to advance, and it's now a 2-0 lead for the Kewaskum A's on the wild pitch. Still just one out in the inning. Runners now at second and third. Now a swinging a ground ball, and that's going to roll right behind home plate, and that's going to be a foul ball, 1-1. Still just one out. A's. 2-2. Missed with the fastball. It's now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Moyer set. And the payoff pitch, missed downstairs, ball four, a wild pitch, and another run's going to score. And the runner from second goes up to third. So now runners on the corners after the wild pitch and the walk. So now Dylan Dietert will be the next batter as Derek Lumens and the infield coming on to chat with Moyer, who after a quick first inning has struggled with his command here in the second. He threw just 6 pitches in the first and went 1, 2, 3. He's thrown 30 here already in this inning. So infielders will go back to their positions as Lumens will take his walk back into the dugout. And we're going to have a pinch hitter. It's going to be Brad Young for Dylan Dietert. And the first pitch is down low for a ball, and it's 1-0. Up and in. It's a stolen base attempt. He's going to be safe, and now the runner at third takes off. Actually, the runner at second is thrown out. So it's a caught stealing, but also a steal of home. So the A's get it out, but they end up giving up a run on the stolen base. Two-0 taken for a strike. It's 2-1. It's now 4-0 Kewaskum leads. Now 2 outs in the inning. Bases are empty. And the 2-1 missed upstairs. It's 3-1. From the windup in the 3-1, downstairs for ball 4. And Young's going to take his base at first.
Third baseman, number 4, Derek Hall.
So now it's Derek Hall. First pitch missed. It's a ball and no strikes. Runner at first, 2 outs in the inning. 4-0. The Kewaskum A's lead. Now there's a ground ball right side picked up by Arns at second, who'll quickly throw to first and get the out. And Moyer finally gets the A's out of the inning, but gives up 4 runs. And we are through 2 full innings. We're going to go to the top of the third. Kewaskum leads 4-0.
Our customers are people who work hard for their money. So we do everything we can to make their money work hard for them. At Meijer, we see it as a simple matter of respect. That's why for 80 years now, low prices have been built into the way we do business. Because the most important thing we can earn is the right to shake someone's hand and look them in the eye. Come see for yourself.
Peterson.
Kyle Peterson is going to lead off the top of the third. A's now trail 4-0. And the first pitch missed for a ball. It's 1-0 in the A's DH. He'll take one out or on the outside corner for a strike. Evened up at 1-1. That missed outside. 2 balls and a strike. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes after the foul ball. Now that one missed, and it's now full at 3-2. And that one will miss outside for ball 4. So Peterson works a leadoff walk here in the third. And now it's going to bring up Jake Fallish to shortstop.
Shortstop, number 5, Jake.
First pitch missed upstairs. A ball and no strikes. One 0 miss or catches the inside corner for a strike. 1-1. So called strike is 1-2. Now a throw to first. Runners back standing. Now that one missed inside near the shoot tops of Jake Fallish. So the count evens at 2-2. Now a liner just over the head of Peterson at short into left field for a base hit. Nick Rosenthal leaped high into the air, and Fallish just snuck that line drive over his glove, falling in safely into left center. So the A's are in business, runners at first and second, and they're at their top of the order now. It'll be J.J. Zavichel. And he'll take a first pitch ball. Zavichel began the game with an infield single on a ground ball to the shortstop. Now he'll pop that one up right side. And Brad Young will make the catch in foul territory for the first out.
Right fielder, number 31, Ross Christ.
It's 0-1 on Ross Christ. So now that one will miss low. It's 1-1. There's a called strike on the outside corner. Now I'll look to the runner at second as Peterson will scurry back. Now a swing and a ground ball right side picked up by the second baseman Simon. They'll get the force at second, no throw to first, as it'll be a 4-6 fielder's choice. Runner at second, Peterson goes to third, so runners in the corners now with 2 outs for Alex D.
Number 28, Alex D.
Deal for 1. And I was swing and a miss on a fastball upstairs. Oh, 1. Another pitch upstairs. This time he makes contact but fouls it back. And it's 0-2. Now a swing and another foul, and it's still 0-2. Now an 0-2 off speed, just missed upstairs. Now evened up at 1-2. Now a line drive into left center. That's going to be a base hit. Runner was off on the pitch. So Chris will end up at third. Peterson scores from third, so the A's get on the scoreboard. They cut the lead to 4-1.
Northwoods Chemical cleanup batter, the third baseman, number 19, Harry.
And that's going to bring up Harry Stelt. He's quickly ahead, 1-0. Now a swing and a miss, 1-1. One catches the inside corner for a strike, and now it's 1-2. One, two. Swung on and missed. Stelt strikes out. And the A's are out of the third. They do get one on the run-scoring single from Alex D. And we're going to go to the bottom of the third inning now. It's now 4-1 in favor of Kewaskum.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only Carrier factory authorized dealer.
Jared Chezik will lead off the bottom of the third. Kyle Moyer out on the mound for his third inning, and the first pitch is popped up to the right side, and it's going to be off the top of the Kewaskum dugout. And it's 0-1. It's 4-1 here in the bottom of the third. Remember, this game is only 7 innings in this tournament play. Now a swing and a foul, and now it's 1-2. One, two miss. It's now 2-2. Now swing and a foul to the right side out of play. Now the 2-2 miss or catches the inside corner. Moyer gets the strikeout. 1 up, 1 down, and that's going to bring up Nick Rosenthal.
Shortstop number 9, Nick Rosenthal.
Rosenthal grounded out to short to begin the second. Now the first pitch is outside, and it's 1-0. Moyer would struggle after that at-bat against Rosenthal, giving up 4 runs in the inning. Now there's a swing and a line drive in the left field that it's going to fall in front of Ryan Fields.
The pitcher, number 21, Andrew Nye.
So now it'll be the pitcher, Andrew Nye. Now there's a ground ball that's going to go into right field for another base hit. So back-to-back singles with 1 out. So now runners at first and second.
Number 29, Mike Rockno.
And it's Mike Proknov. First pitch strike in the outside corner. Oh, 1 and timeout called by the batter. Pitch was thrown, but it won't count. So after we resume, it's still an 0-1 count, and now that pitch catches the inside corner. It's 0-2. Oh, 2 upstairs for a ball, and it's 1-2. There's a swing and a hard ground ball right to Harry Stelt. He'll pick it up and step on third to get the out. His throw to first is not going to be in time, so it's an unassisted fielder's choice
Left fielder.
for the second out.
Blake Hall.
First pitch is a ball on Blake Hall. It's 1-0. One to Hall is swung on and hit into right field, and a nice play by Ross Chris down the run to make the catch. Takes away extra bases from Hall, and we are now through 3 as the Kewaskum A's get a couple runners on after back-to-back singles, but Kyle Moyer able to keep them off the scoreboard, and now we're going to go to the top of the 4th with Kewaskum leading the Sheboygan A's 4-1.
I'm not usually...
I've never really been into this sappy, corny, mushy garbage.
You know what? I'm going for it. You are completely and utterly...
Awesome. Great. I'm glad you showed up.
in my life.
I could never get through this world without you. You are really close to my...
Heart!
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
Every single time I...
Get down, get down! There you are.
You always have...
My back, my back. I'm so glad you're alive.
It's like all these tiny little things...
Yes, things.
...are serious and kind of important.
You gotta hold it like a baby bird.
And...
Please be quiet.
Listen. You hear that?
That's a little something I like to call
Friendship.
Jake Arns is going to lead off the top of the 4th inning. And he's quickly ahead, 2 balls and no strikes. Now he'll swing and pop that one up behind home plate out of play. It's 2-1. Now that one will miss inside. 3 balls and no strike on Jake Arns, the A's second baseman. It's 4-1 here in the top of the 4th. The Kewaskum A's lead the Sheboygan A's, and now Arns will take a strike for 3-2 count. Now there's a swing and a fly ball right field, playable, and making the catch is Carter in right center for the first out of the inning.
Catcher number 20, Logan Detmeyer.
Now a swing and a miss on a fastball, and it's 0-1. Fastball outside, 1-1. Swinging a foul, 2-2. Now a 2-2 pitch misses. It's a full count. Payoff pitch, swung on, hit into left field. Playable for Hall, and Blake Hall's going to make the catch. For the second out of the inning.
Ryan Fields.
So 2 quick outs. Now it's Ryan Fields who'll swing that, and that one will be in and out of the glove for a foul ball. And it's 0-1. It's a called strike at the bottom of the zone, 0-2. Now that one is well off the outside. Catcher Chesak had to make a leaping effort to try and snag that one, but ball sailed to the backstop, and it's 1-2. Now the 1-2, swung on and fouled to the right side out of play. It's 2-2. One, two, swung on and missed. Fields strikes out, and that's the end of the inning. A's go 1-2-3 here in the top of the fourth. We're going to go to the bottom of the inning. Kewaskum leading 4-1. Tate Carter is going to lead off the bottom of the fourth inning with Kewaskum leading 4-1, and Kyle Moyer back on the mound. And the first pitch is fouled out of play. 0-1 is the count. Oh, 1 missed outside. It's 1-1. One, and that's over the head of the batter Carter, who had to duck out of the way. It's 2-1. Now a swing and a ground ball to the shortstop. Fallish will pick it up, throw across in time. That's a 6-3 ground up for the first out of the inning.
Second baseman.
One out now.
Riley Simon.
And it'll be Riley Simon. The second baseman walked in his only plate appearance as he'll swing and foul that one off the end of the bat to the backstop. It's 0-1. Now the 0-1. Swung and grounded right back to Fallish again. He'll pick it up, throw across. And that's 2 outs, 2 ground balls to Fallish at short. And now it's back to the top of the order in Brad Young.
First baseman, number 13, Brad Young.
Young walked in his only plate appearance. Dietert was the initial leadoff man. Brad took his spot in the second inning and walked. Now he'll take one downstairs. The 1-0 moves to 2-0. Miss. 3 balls and no strikes. Three out of Brad Young. Missed inside for ball 4, and he's had 2 plate appearances and he's walked twice. So now runner at first, 2 outs for Derek Hall.
Third baseman, number 4, Derek Hall.
Now a swing and a ground Fallish at short. 6-3 ground outs, and we're going to the top of the 5th inning. Still 4-1 Kewaskum.
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy. All right, DOA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
It's the top of the 5th, and it's a first pitch ball to Kyle Peterson. Andrew Nye out for his 5th inning. And now it's a called strike, 1-1. Peterson walked in his only plate appearance. Now a swing and a broken bat. Little dribbler to the left side. The third baseman will pick it up. Throw is up the line, but Young will apply the tag. So Peterson loses a bat and grounds out, and it's 1 up, 1 down back, and it's now the 9th hole hitter. Jake Fallish is shortstop with 1 out as the first pitch fastball missed well upstairs. It's 1-0. One 0 missed, 2-0. 2-0 inside, almost hit him, 3-0. Outside, ball 4. So Fallish works a 1-out walk. Back to the top of the order now, and it'll be J.J. Zavichel. The A's trailing 4-1.
J.J. Zavichel.
A's trying to climb back into this one. They trailed 4-0 after 2 innings. All 4 of those runs for Kewaskum came in the bottom of the second. A's got 1 in the top of the third to cut into the lead. But for the most part, Andrew Nye has stymied this A's offense. It's a 1-0 count on J.J. Zavichel. Now a swing and a pop-up in the right field, playable, and Carter's going to make the catch for the second out of the inning. So 2 outs, and it'll be Ross Christ.
Number 31, Ross Christ.
He's reached on a couple of fielder's choice. He's 0 for 2. Now a throw to first, runner caught off of first. Now the throw down to second, and he's going to be put out, and that's going to go as a 1-3-6 caught stealing to end the inning. Nye caught Fallish leaning, who took off on the pickoff and couldn't slide in a second before the throw from first base. So we're through 4.5. We're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. Still 4-1 Kewaskum. Back for the bottom of the 5th. And it's Kyle Moyer back out for his 5th inning. And it's Jared Cheswick who takes one outside for ball 1. Catcher for Kewaskum is 0 for 2, as now he'll take a strike on the at the bottom of the zone, and it's 1-1. Swing and a pop-up. Playable in fair territory, and that's going to be Alex D. About a step or 2 into the outfield grass. Just in fair territory. to the left of the foul line.
Shortstop, number 9, Nick Rosenthal.
So now it'll be Nick Rosenthal. Now he'll hit one into left, playable, and Fields will make the catch running towards the line. He'll make the catch in fair territory in medium left field, and it's 2 quick outs.
Pitcher, number 21, Andrew Nye.
Now it's Andrew Nye, the pitcher, who's 1 for 1 with a walk and a base hit. And the first pitch missed upstairs. It's 1-0. Now a 2-0 count on Andrew Nye. Swing and a miss. It's now 2-1. It's now a pitch missed upstairs. 2-2 moves to 3-2. Now a swing and a miss, and Moyer gets the strikeout, and he works another 1-2-3 inning and keeps Kewaskum off the board here in the 5th. We're going to go to the top of the 6th. Final 2 innings coming up. It's Kewaskum still leading 4-1.
Right fielder, number 31.
Ross Christ is going to lead off the top of the 6th. A's down to their final 6 outs on offense to try and climb back into this game. They trail 4-1. All those runs again came in the 2nd inning. Now it's 1-0 on Ross with Andrew Neist on the mound for his 6th inning. He's now at 76 pitches, and he's down to the count 2-0 to Ross Chris, as now that one will be taken for a strike at the bottom of the zone. It's 2-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Center field playable for Proknov, and that's the first out of the inning. So 1 up, 1 down.
First baseman, number 28, Alex D.
So now it's Alex D., the first baseman, who has produced the only run-scoring hit for the A's. That came back in the top of the third inning. As he's ahead in the count 1-0. Now a swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. The 1-0. Taken for a ball. 2-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Left field. Playable for Hall. And now actually making the call on the catch is going to be the center fielder. And Hall will make the catch for the second out of the inning.
Northwest Chemical cleanup batter to third baseman, number 19, Harry Stelt.
So now Harry Stelt with 2 outs. And that one missed outside, 1-0. Now there's a called strike. And it's 1-1. There's another called strike. It's now 1-2 on Harry Stelt. And the 1-2 inside almost hit him. Able to tuck his hands in a way. And it evens the count at 2-2. Now there's a swing and a miss. Stout strikes out. That's the final out of the inning. And we're through 5.5. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Kewaskum still up on the Sheboygan A's 4-1.
At some point, a line has to be drawn. For us, that line is only delivering within 5 minutes of our stores, so your sandwich arrives freaky fresh. It's nothing personal. It's because sandwich.
Mike Proknov will lead off the bottom of the 6th, playing in left field. Takes a first pitch ball, and it's 1-0. Proknov is 1 for 2. Now he'll take another one inside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Moyer now at 81 pitches. Now a 3-0 count. It's a 3-0 taken for a strike. It's 3-1. Most of Moyer's pitches came in the second inning. He threw almost 40 pitches. He hasn't thrown more than 14 in any other inning since. It's a called strike. It's 3-2. His best inning was the first. He threw 6 pitches, 5 strikes. So, and now he'll miss that one outside for ball 4. So a leadoff walk, and it's going to bring up the center fielder, Blake Hall. And now a timeout as Lumens is going to have a walk out to the mound. And that might be it for Kyle Moyer. And indeed it will. His day is done. Outside of the second inning, he pitched fairly well. Just had some issues with command in the second. And we're going to have a pitching change, and we'll take a short break as the new pitcher warms up, and we'll introduce him when we get back. Current situation, we're in the bottom of the 6th. Kewaskum leading 4-1. They got a runner at first with nobody out.
At some point, a line has to be drawn. For us, that line is only delivering within 5 minutes of our stores, so your sandwich arrives freaky fresh. It's nothing personal. It's because sandwich.
New pitcher is Brendan Billy for the Sheboygan A's, taking the spot of Moyer, who's responsible for that runner at first. Went 5+ innings, did Moyer. Now the first pitch is popped up. Foul territory, and Stelp is going to have plenty of room for the first out. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Billy.
Left fielder, number 3, Tate Carter.
And that's going to bring up Tate Carter now with that runner still at first. One 0 pitch, swung on and fouled. So that one will go to the screen. It's 1-1. 4-1 is our score. Kewaskum leads. One. Taken for a strike at the bottom of the zone. It's 1-2. There's a swing and a miss. And Billy gets the second out So now in steps Riley Simon with 2 outs.
Baseman number 10, Riley Simon.
First pitch missed. It's 1-0. Simon is 0 for 1 with a walk. There's a called strike. It's 1-1. Called strike. It's now 1-2. It's Billy a strike away from getting out of the inning. And the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Used off speed, and he gets the A's out of the inning. A pop fly and 2 strikeouts. Leaves the runner stranded at first. And we're going to go to the top of the 7th. The A's are down to their final 3 outs to try and come back. They trail 4-1. It's Jake Arns to lead it off as the A's trying to come back against Andrew Nye, who's out for his 7th inning. He's now at 88 pitches after that first pitch strike. He's given up just 1 run that came in the 3rd. Now Arns on the 0-1 hits it into left center. And a nice play by Blake Hall. And it's 1 up and 1 down. Arns gave it a ride, but it hung up too long, and it's the first out of the inning. Now it's Logan Wittmeyer, the catcher. He'll take a called strike. It's 0-1. Pitch missed downstairs for a ball, 1-0. Now a swing and a fly ball that's going to be out of play, and it's 1-2. It'll be Ryan Fields due up next. A's trail 4-1. Timeout called. Pitch is thrown, won't count. So it's still 1-2. One-two pitch. Swung on and hit into right center. That's going to be a base hit. Cut off by Hall in center. Keeps it to a long single, but the A's get a base runner with 1 out.
Left fielder, number 9, Ryan Fields.
So now it's Ryan Fields. A's still need 1 more base runner to bring up the tying run. Due up next is the DH. Kyle Peterson is now, that pitch comes up and inside, almost hits Fields. So 1-0 count. Now the 1-0 from the left-handed Nye is fouled away. It's 1-1. One missed upstairs for a ball, 2-1. 2-1. Swung on and hit to the second baseman. He boots it. Flipped to the shortstop covering second to get the out. So Simon unable to play that cleanly. Does get an out, but if he plays that cleanly, that's a double play to end the ball game. So it gives the A's at least one more batter. First pitch is swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. Peterson, the DH, is 0 for 1 with a walk, and now he'll swing and foul that back, and the A's are down to their final strike. This will be pitch number 100 for Andrew Nye coming up. Both teams with 4 hits. Both teams have played good defense, neither team with an error. And the 0-2 swung and fouled back again as Peterson stays alive. It'll be Jake Fallish to bat if Peterson can reach. Taken down and away. Let that curveball go. It's a 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch is fouled again up the first baseline foul, and that's going to roll near the dugout of Kewaskum, and it's going to stay 1-2. Now a check swing, and home plate umpire rules he went, and that's a strikeout, and that's the end of the ball game. So the A's lose this game 4-1.
The Boston A's defeat your Sheboygan A's on the final 4-1. The A's will hit the road tomorrow to finish off the Wisconsin Amateur Baseball Classic with a 10 a.m. game in Kewaskum against Chicago. The A's will then be in Green Bay on Monday, July 1st against the Blue Jays for the Northeastern Wisconsin League game before returning home Tuesday, July 2nd.
So the A's lose 4-1 in 7 innings. Both teams with 4 hits. Both teams didn't commit an error. The winning pitcher for Kewaskum, Andrew Nye, who went 7 innings, goes a complete game. Gave up just 4 hits. He walked 3 and struck out 4, and he gave up just one earned run. Kyle Moyer goes 5 innings. The losing pitcher gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, struck out 2, and what was the thorn in Moyer's side was the 6 walks, which was the difference in this game. Both teams with 4 hits, but these 6 walks, most of those coming in the second inning, is what did the A's in this one as they fall 4-1. They will have a game tomorrow in Kewaskum against Chicago. But the A's will not advance in the tournament. It's more of an exhibition game tomorrow. That's in Kewaskum at 10 a.m. The next A's home game will be Tuesday, the 2nd. First pitch will be at 7:30. That's going to be against the Manitowoc Bandits. And then this weekend they will have the Wisconsin State League Classic tournament this weekend. First game of that will be Saturday at 3:30. But until then, that's going to do it for us tonight. We'll see you again on Tuesday against the Bandits. First pitch again at 7:30. As the A's fall in this one 4-1, I'm Joey Grundle, your voice of the A's. We'll see you Tuesday night.